Right. Let's now cross over to Nyeri County, where reporter Clement Masombo is engaging a number of members of the county assembly. They are threatening to down their tools. Good morning to you, Clement Masombo. Maybe you can give us details on what's happening where you are.
Well, good morning, Purity. Indeed, I'm coming to you live from the County Assembly of Nyeri. Remember that members of this County Assembly have been on recess and they have just resumed their sessions. But then that is happening in the wake of the members of County Assemblies threatening to down their tools, asking SRC, that Salaries and Remuneration Commission, to increase their salaries, if that's what we are, that's what we have been what we have heard them saying. But then this morning I want to speak to some of them to get exactly what their demands are. And I will start with you, Mheshimiwa, representing Kirimukuyu ward in Madera constituency. Yes. What is it that you exactly want as members of the County Assembly?
Thank you so much. My name is Anthony Dagita, member of County Assembly, Kirimukuyu. I want to set the record straight that members of county assemblies are not asking for increment of their salary. When I'm a second timer, and we were being paid a gross of 144,000. But when we came back, our salaries was reviewed downwards to 86,000. So there is no way in public service you can demote people. Yet the standard of living has gone up. On top of that, SRC removed our plenary allowances. When it comes to debate and all that, we are not paid. Again, they removed our mileage allowances. And so what members of county assembly are saying, if they are not going to be empowered, definitely we are killing devolution. On top of that, members of parliament in the National Assembly, they are paid allowances. They are paid what we call 43% of what the president earns. So we are asking, is it that the members of county assemblies are lesser legislators? Because there seem to be a lot of discrimination when it comes to remuneration when it comes to members of county assembly. Yet we are supposed to oversize billions of money that is coming to counties. You find that the member of parliament is facilitated with 7 million to buy a vehicle for facilitation. Yet, as we are told, you buy a car worth 2.2 million, you bring the receipt logbook, then KRA comes back and say, we are going to remove 30% of that money. Yet you bought that. Right now, vehicles are too expensive. A vehicle of 2 million, it's not a big vehicle. Yet you buy, then you are told 30% have to go. Those are the issues we are discussing. Member of Parliament and Parliament, they have what we call financial autonomy. They don't rely on finance CS for the approval of their salaries. When you come to the counties, for a member of county assembly to be paid, the finance CEC has to approve. So if you are not in good terms with the governors, most governors are punishing members of county assembly, and that is killing devolution. Member of parliament, they have what we call CDF. Now the senators, they are saying they want the oversight fund. When we say we are the people on the ground, if a road breaks, member of public have come to my home, I have no solution. We are saying let's have 40% of that, of our county budget, to go to the ward, so that we're able to intensify devolution at Mashinani. And that was the whole spirit of devolution. So I want to say that members of county assemblies are now saying that they want to be increased their salary. All we want is to be treated fairly, like any other elected leader, because we are elected 6 of us, president up to the MCAs. Why discriminate MCAs? How do we make sure that people get services Mashinani if we are not empowered? We come here, we vet CC. They are paid 500,000. I'm paid 86,000. How do you vet such a person? So those are the issues we are raising, and it's varied. So that is why we are saying if our issues are not heard, definitely we are going to down our tools until we are heard, because we have varied issues that need to be listened, and so that we can improve devolution.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me engage you also. Reviewing your salary downwards, how has this affected you, especially now you as a nominated member?
let me say that the effect is quite dire, and when you check, like myself, the previous nominated member of County Assembly representing the youth within the Nyeri County was having a mileage of 39,000 per month. Myself today, I receive 1,120 per month. That is the fuel that I'm supposed to consume to transit from home to the assembly every month. But when you look my consumption and what is needed, is quite high. So I think the spirit that the SRC were using did not really capture the correct imagination and the reality on the ground. So what I would say is that the spirit was not in good faith, and maybe they need to reconsider that, because when you check also today when they called the meeting with our leadership, all they are trying also to do is to play politics the whole game. That is trying to tell the majority leader and the majority whip and the minority leader and the minority whip that they are going to increase their salaries. And that is wrong, because already the majority leader, the minority leader, they already have what we call responsibility allowances, but they want to increase the salaries of the leadership of the county assemblies, so that then they cannot be able to fight further. And this is going to bring jeopardy, and it's going to bring chaos in the assemblies, and it will bring confusion, because if a member feels that the leadership got at the expense of the members, at the end of the day there will be acrimony in the assemblies, and business will crash. So what we are telling the SRC, that they must have good faith, when they are having this discussion with our leaders, that they must not bring division in the assembly, so that they try to have a win situation on their end. They need to look at the whole issue collectively, because at the end of the day what we are saying is that for members of the county assembly to be able to work effectively, they need to be empowered, they need to be facilitated, because at the end of the day what we are gearing at is to deliver services to the people. And you heard my colleague saying that what we are saying, we are not saying for any increment for the salary. What we are saying is that the review was done downwards. Even if they're not going to earn anything, let them bring the salary back to where it was in the previous assembly, because downgrading from 144,000 to 86,000 per month as a salary, that's the basic salary, it's quite low. That is what we are telling the SRC, that they need to consider also that the MCA is the one that really interacts with more people on the ground, and quite the expenditure is even more high than the member of county, member of parliament, even the senator, because a majority of them have their parliaments outside their counties. Only Nairobi that is within their county. So the things that happens on the ground, they are not really present. When you check the kind of expenditure that we have, it is quite high. Even financing alone, what is expected from Wanjiko, we are not able to meet. Therefore, it leaves us on debt crash. And what we are saying is that majority of the MCAs, if you really do thorough investigation, you find a majority of them are not able even to sustain themselves, because the pressure that is coming from the people is quite high. Talk about school fees, talk about medical bills, talk about burial preparations bills, and the person who really have to be invited for all these is the MCAs. And you have quite a big area like Nyeri. The population is too high, so with a higher population, you have more demands, and at the end of the day, 86,000 per month cannot even actually meet what Wanjiko is asking. Like, for example, myself on Sunday, I spent a whopping 21,000 in a single day, in 6 functions. And why are you doing it? Because some of these people are our supporters. They died. One of them, we are burying him today. We had to help in mobilizing resources to facilitate his burial. And the other one was the Women's Guild. Every church wants you to go and support, and you have to go back to your pocket. When you're supporting and you have no other source of income, it's not good. So that even we are able to fight corruption, in the assemblies and in the spheres of leadership, we need to have our members and our leaders well equipped and well empowered to ensure that everybody is fit and everybody feels that they can be able to offer services in the correct way without really straining a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much. Of course, Purity, you've just heard it from some of the members of County Assembly here in Nyeri, stating clearly that it's not an increment that they are asking for, but rather the harmonization, reinstating the salary to where it was in the previous assemblies, and of course also calling for financial autonomy the way it happens in the National Assembly. But this is a conversation that we shall continue getting more views on from here and other members of County Assembly that are from this County Assembly of Nyeri, and of course other assemblies across this region. Purity.
All right, Clement Masombo coming to us from Nyeri County. Thank you so much for that report. And from Nyeri, we now wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching KTN News Center. Always great having your company. My name is Purity Musenzuki. Keep watching KTN News.